I can imagine that the religious leaders of Jesus' day were somewhat baffled and angry that Jesus had confronted and chastised them publicly. After all, who was Jesus that he could behave the way he did, overturning tables and disrupting the buying and selling of animals? In essence, they were asking the same question everybody else was asking. Who is this Jesus? Well, whether they realized it or not, that was the question they were asking when they approached Jesus, and they asked, what gave you the right, the authority to behave the way you did in the temple? In other words, who do you think you are to behave this way? Now, Jesus understands that this question is a trap. They're not looking for the truth. They simply want to discredit Jesus in front of everybody. If Jesus had said that his authority came from God, then at best, they could accuse Jesus of being a lunatic. Or worse, they could charge him with blasphemy and have him stoned. If Jesus had said he did it on his own authority, they could charge him with disrupting the temple services and then have Jesus excommunicated. And Jesus is no fool. He can see right through them, and so he springs a trap of his own with one simple question. Where did John the Baptist's authority come from? Was it from God or from men? Now, the leaders see that they are the ones who are now trapped. If they say from God, Jesus will say, well, why didn't you believe John? If they say from men, they feared the reaction of the people. So they lie and they say, well, we don't know. And this gives Jesus the opportunity to refuse to answer their question. But now, here's what I love about Jesus. The next thing he does is that he tells them a story that they would have been familiar with, because we find a similar story in Isaiah chapter 5. In this story, we have a group of men who are working in a vineyard. They harvest the fruit, but refused to hand it over to the owner. The owner sends his servants, and the workers, well, they killed the servants. Then the owner sends his own son, thinking, well, that they would at least treat his son with, some respect. But when the son arrives, they decide to kill him also. They thought that if they killed the son, they could take over the vineyard. Now, how does the owner respond to the murder of his son? He destroys the wicked vine growers, and then he gifts the vineyard to others. And here's what I love about Jesus. Even now, he's trying to save the very same religious leaders who are plotting to kill him. The day before, they had received a rebuke, but today they are receiving redemption if they will accept it. As the lesson points out, even now, it was not too late for them to be saved. And the lesson for us is simple. Even now, it's not too late for us to be saved either. Well, again, that was our nugget for today. Thanks for stopping by. Have a look at your lesson.